AI slop. It's a term that's being thrown around all the time recently, and we've seen it in basically everything: art, music, books, scripts, and video games. It's paired with the sentiment that anything uses AI is AI slop. But in reality, AI is just a tool. And just like any tool, it can be misused. When it's used to substitute the creative process, it fails and is being used incorrectly. But when someone does have a creative vision in mind, AI can be used as a tool to get to that vision. Corridor Crew have put out some pretty cool examples of this where these sorts of techniques are used to reach an artistic vision while cutting out some of the tedious processes that would have otherwise taken a huge amount of time for someone to do manually. In an industry like video games, where budgets have skyrocketed, development times are decades, and crunch is something we hear about all the time, wouldn't it be great if we could use a tool that could cut down on costs, development time, and take care of issues that are often costly and time consuming for developers? Say something like lighting in games. And that brings us to NVIDIA's DLSS 5. We've seen the memes, we've seen all the YouTubers milking it to making it sound like it's the worst thing that's ever happened, and it seems like most of us have decided that this is just an AI slop filter. But I don't agree with that take. I don't think that Grace's face looks better. I don't think any of the Oblivion remasters look better, and I definitely don't think that this should be applied to the Hogwarts Legacy character models at all, because this is just kind of disgusting. But this technology does excite me. I think there are multiple instances where this does make things look better. Grace's hair, the light posts, materials, and clothing, and I thought the far-off views in Assassin's Creed were pretty impressive. This is still technology in its infancy. There are still plenty of tweaks to be made to it, which I'm sure will tweak the changes it makes to visuals and give developers options on how it is implemented. I don't think that just because people made memes on the internet and so many content creators followed the negativity hype train, that this should just be written off and dismissed as something negative. Time and time again, we see content creators follow the bandwagon, and then the fans of those creators adopt the same view. Not to say that you're wrong if you are of the opinion that what was shown off of DLSS 5 didn't look good to you, but when you have a channel of creators, Digital Foundry, that should be more knowledgeable on this topic and were shown much more than pretty much anyone else expressing their positive opinion on the tech, and then hundreds of people in the comments who possibly just saw these memes on Instagram berating them so much for having a different opinion that they caved and apologized and changed their opinion to follow the masses who are probably much less informed than themselves, it just isn't right and shouldn't be how discourse on the internet is held. Do we really want YouTube, which was meant to be a place for creators where you could experience the creative vision, the different perspectives, the uniqueness of each different creator, do we really want it to just become an echo chamber for the same popular opinion? Probably not. But anyways, wouldn't it be great if there was now a tool that lower budget developers could use to give their game realistic lighting? Wouldn't it be great if there was a tool that could cut down on development time and costs, cutting back on the massive budget needed for AAA game experiences? Wouldn't it be great if there was a tool that could take care of some of the tedious time-consuming tasks for devs and cut down on crunch? I see DLSS 5 being a possible tool to help in some cases. Not to say that it should be used instead of having an artistic vision or style to a game, but I also don't think it should be dismissed because the memes are funny.